I'll wait until at least a couple people show up before we get started with anything. Oh, 7 already. Yes, morning live stream is happening. Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, and yes, it is morning. This is different, but basically I'm currently on a very different sleep schedule. I am actually going to bed at a somewhat reasonable time and waking up in the morning, which is rare for me. And it probably won't last because I'm just naturally a night owl, and my schedule always seems to go back in the other direction when it gets like this. But for now, I just was way too tired last night to stream because I had woken up in the morning. And, yeah, I'm up now, so I figured why not make up for it and go ahead and actually stream a bit. I'll try. I don't know if it'll be quite as long as the night streams are, because I do have to kind of stop by like 2:30. But we'll see. Oh, and you can't play. I actually kind of figured that. I mean, I know a lot of people probably aren't going to be available at this time. I mean, it probably is going to be a completely different crowd because I mean, people are going to be at like school or work or whatever. So, yeah, I will offer. I mean, people can, if anyone does have the game and wants to play me in it, I will allow that opportunity, but I am expecting this time to mostly focus on, like, story mode. So, it's Soul Calibur 6. My morning going, I mean, I just literally rolled out of bed, so, I mean, that's all that really happened so far. I mean, I guess it's fine. Anyway, let's look at my created characters, because I made quite a few more. I made a ton more. So, I think I might as well show what I have. And, I mean, some people probably haven't seen all the ones I've made already, so I'll just start at the beginning. So if you don't know, this game has a character creator mode where you can create any character, and, I mean, obviously I started with Serendipity, who looks like this. Pretty nice. And then next I made Rarity, who it's based on her look in The Other Side, that recent music video that I like so much. And if you might have noticed, if you've seen the previous streams, that I did change it a little. I got that other bodysuit. I've been playing arcade mode to get a few extra, to get the soul points. The only problem is that I don't like about it is it has those cuffs and the tie, which really don't go with this outfit. I kind of wish those were optional, but I mean, it is cut more appropriately. So, yeah, I guess that's the trade-off. But there's my Rarity. Next we have Yang, who looks pretty good, I think. I mean, you be the judge, but pretty decent recreation, I would say. Here's Saber from Fate, and from my wall. Yeah. No, I haven't made Pinkie Pie yet. I will eventually. I made a lot of ponies, but not Pinkie Pie. Here's Princess Bubblegum. And her look is based on her armor in the finale. Come along with me. So, yeah, pretty cool. And I got a Momo for all the My Hero fans, which, I mean, was kind of hard to do, but I think I kind of got the gist of it. I mean, she's got the shelf, so it's an important detail, but yeah, it's Momo. And here's Mitsuru from Persona 3, and well, this is specifically her Persona 4 Arena look. Though, I mean, it's a bit different because she's wearing a leather coat as opposed to a fur one. So, kind of a different feel for that. But, I mean, I got the bodysuit, which, I mean, is actually just a simple bodysuit with a pattern on it to kind of fake the textures that she has on the real one. There we go. Love life character creations. Maybe someday. I mean, I have to get into the show first. Now onto the completely new ones that I haven't shown on stream before. Starting with Starlight Glimmer. And yes, her look is, it's inspired by her Equestria Girls look. Obviously, there is no beanie in the game, so I had to go with a different hat, but it's got the same star pattern on it. So, yeah. And the shirt is a little different. It's got the... But it's got the same color and trim, basically, so it's a similar effect. And the pants are... yeah, her actual pants in the Equestria Girls are a bit stressed, but they're not, like, completely ruined like this. This is not quite what we go for, but, I mean, it's the same sort of deal, and it looks cool. So, I mean, I think that's fine. And she uses the Aswell style, because it's all magical, and she is very much about that magic. Yeah, and I do have the horns on the unicorns, just because they, I think it's cool. This is Soul Calibur 6. Next we have Elma from Dragon Maid, who I made mostly just because it would be easy to, and because I love her. I mean, she is a good waifu. And she's pretty accurate. I mean, the kimono, I mean, it's not quite the same. I think hers is a little longer, actually. But we got the bodysuit underneath, and it's actually pretty accurate with the bandages and the sandals. Of course, the horn isn't accurate because it's not a curvy, wavy horn. It's just a straight horn. That's the only one they have in the game. But other than that, pretty good. And of course, she has no tail, but I mean, they can retract those, so that's fine. And she fights with Killick's style only because he's the one with the trident. I was going to go with Sung Mina originally, but yeah, the trident won me over because that's what she actually uses. Yes, I know, stream in the morning, it's weird. I know you're not expecting this, but no, I haven't seen that Gumball Deleted scene. I mean, I might react to that, I don't know. I'm interested in it, but it doesn't seem like something I should just watch in case it's just to see. It seems like something that would make a good reaction. The Gumball scene that they banned because it was, or they removed because it was too extreme for kids or whatever. Next we have Coco from Ruby, who, again, like Starlight, the problem is that there isn't the right hat. There's no beret, so I had to go with a bandana. But she's got the shades, and the outfit, this shirt, actually, this top, actually made for a pretty good... It's pretty similar to what she actually wears in the show, with the way you can add the black. I mean, it's different, obviously, but it captures the same effect. And I can only give her one thing for the neck, so I mean, she wears the scarf, she wears the fur thing, and she wears, like, beads as well. So I could only give her one of those. I went for the fur because, I mean, I think it stands out the most. I could still give her the rose, though, the black rose that she wears. And the belt's a little different, but I mean, it's similar enough. And the boots, yeah, I mean, they kind of capture the same effect. And I gave her this as her weapon. I mean, obviously there's nothing quite like what she fights with, but I think this kind of captures the same effect of just being huge and imposing, and it's got the gears, so it's kind of mechanical looking. So it, yeah, kind of works pretty well. Who's next? A lot of these. Oh, Hekapoo from Star Versus. All you Star Versus fans out there. Yeah, and I was able to do her pretty well, I think. I mean, proportions seem a bit off, but I mean, it's in a different, more realistic style. She's got the horns and the flame even, which is just kind of floating there. Obviously, the ponytail is much, much shorter, but what can you do? And I mean, the dress is pretty similar, I guess. I don't know, maybe not quite, but set. I mean, kind of, it is a similar look, but it's supposed to be Heckapoo. You know, I can see with the horns and everything. And I gave her this style. Because the blades separate. So I mean, when they separate, it's kind of like her scissors, how she uses them. So I mean, that was my thinking there, at least. Make my moderators in the game. Well, I mean, that would be interesting. I don't really know if I'm going to do that, but I think Dog, he had Fancy last time we played. Yeah. Next we have Rainbow Dash, which was another one kind of difficult to make. Because obviously I can't make the hair rainbow colored, but I got around that by giving her just a rainbow bandana, which kind of gives the same effect. It's a little... maybe that's a cheap trick, but I think it kind of works. And she's got the wings, obviously, and her outfit is inspired by her dress in the first Equestria Girls movie, the one she wore to the dance, with the rainbow top and the two-tone skirt and the long gloves. The boots are not there. I mean, she's not... obviously, they're not even boots. She's wearing just shoes, but that's because I don't really like any of the boots in the game for her. They just didn't look right. But, I mean, pretty good rainbow. Looks purple? Okay, that's probably just because I went too purple with her color. I can adjust that. Wow, that shouldn't look purple. I mean, it's like really in the blue, but I'll blue it up, I guess. I don't know. Is this better? I don't want to make her green. Going this way is what you do. Well, that's probably pretty good. Not left much red left in that. So yeah. Next we have Diana from Little Witch Academia, who I made pretty well, I think. I mean, she's got her serious face, and the outfit I had to combine quite a few different parts to put it together, but I think it's a pretty decent recreation. Socks and everything. Yeah, I still can't believe you made that shirt, Heck. The Rarity Dash's Best Reactor shirt. That's, that I would have unlicensed merchandise out there is kind of crazy to me. But, I mean, that you're willing to wear it in public, I mean, that's, yeah, more power to you there. And she also uses this magical style because, yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Make the Pyrrha doll. I mean, I would make Pyrrha first. I don't think I can make the doll. But, Pyrrha, maybe eventually. I mean, she's not really on my high priority list for Ruby. But, yeah. Yes, I am making a lot of waifus. That's kind of the point. Speaking of Ruby, here's, Cinder. And, yeah, I mean, we got the eye patch, and the hair is not quite right, but it's close enough. She's wearing this long dress like she does. This is obviously based on her Volume 4 outfit. The gloves aren't quite right, but I gave her I like these gloves because they're mismatched, and this one's all kind of armored and freaky looking. So it kind of captures, it sort of represents the Grim Arm, and I painted the arm black too to kind of continue with that. And the sleeve, I mean, there wasn't a long sleeve I could give her, but I give her a short sleeve, which kind of defeats the purpose, I know, but it kind of captures the effect, but to an extent. And the chains are not right, but I mean, I couldn't really do that thing that she wears. It's weird. I mean, it kind of is chain-like, so yeah, I don't know. But pretty good. And I gave her this style, the guest character style, because he has a lot of elemental attacks and specifically fire attacks worked in. And I mean, she does use like dual swords too, so I thought it fit it pretty well. Well, I'm glad that some people are finally catching the stream because I'm doing one at a completely different time. That's cool. So there's Cinder. Oh, could they win? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I haven't made any male characters. Here's Chie, which is it's a pretty good creation, I think. I give her the glasses, the that you wear. I mean, that's an optional feature, but I figured why not? The TV World glasses. And again, this top. The problem is the clipping on the I guess this top and the skirt don't really match exactly, which sucks. But I mean, when you're playing the game, you're not really going to notice that as much. And yeah, I mean, this is a pretty simple design, so it's pretty accurate. And I gave her the nunchucks just because I think that really captures her style. I mean, obviously she fights unarmed, just with her feet, but it's like the whole kung fu feel. I think that's good for her. Next, we have Mina from My Hero, who I made just because I thought she'd be fun to make, because you get like different skin tone and the eyes and the horns and everything. It's a very unique design. And obviously I'm using the same bodysuit as I used on Rarity, and I don't like the cuffs or the tie. I wish that I could get rid of those, but I mean, the cut is perfect. And I like the way I did the pattern. I think that looks real good. The vest obviously is wrong. She has a tighter fitting vest that has fur on it, and I couldn't do that, but I mean, I think it needs it. I think it needs that to kind of tie the outfit together, so I left it anyway. Boots was about right, kind of. I mean, she doesn't wear like big floppy boots like that, so pretty good. And I gave her Tira's weapon just because I think it kind of has the same energy. Obviously she fights unarmed too, but yeah. Oh, we got a super chat? Let me pull that up. I wasn't really expecting people to start doing that. $10 for, oh, Nikolai Trotsky. Someone watched my Red vs. Blue reaction. Well, thank you for that. Yeah. So that's Mina, my attempt at creating her. Is this face mask yellow? I thought it was white. I mean, in the picture I pulled up, it looked very white, but maybe it is like a pale yellow? Pull up another one of those. I don't mind creating, like, correcting. She doesn't wear the face mask in like half her pictures. Like, I'm not really seeing it in most of them. It's on her design, but like in 90% of the Mina pictures, it's not even there. It's like only on her like actual design kit. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna get rid of it. Cinders from Ruby. Let's just get rid of the mask. That way her eyes stand out more. I kind of like that better anyway. You can see the black and the... Sue, I haven't made yet. I might get there. She seems like she might be kind of hard to make, but I'll try. I also gotta do Kyoka, but we'll see. I'm just kind of doing them randomly. Next we have Celestia. Now, unlike other MLP characters, I obviously did not base her on a Equestria Girls one, because Principal Celestia is boring. This is more inspired by the actual Celestia, and the fact that she wears, like, armor. Kind of, I mean, it's not really, but she has the stuff she wears, the thing over her neck, which is kind of represented there with, that, obviously being that, the, like, plate there, and then she has, like, the boots, or the gold on her, hooves, and, that's kind of what I was going for there. And, this helmet kind of is the closest I could get to a crown, so that's kind of what I went for there. And obviously the hair can only be one color, but I think this color is probably the most important to Celestia. My favorite part of this design, other than, like, yeah, that, is the fact that I got in this. Got me some cutie marks. There are two of them, but that one's kind of obscured by this weird thing. Which I don't know if I quite like that because of all the clipping that it causes, but, I mean, I like this, this fall for her. Yeah, I tried to make her look badass, so that's cool. Yeah, definitely trying to make Celestia look good. So yeah, that's my attempt at Celestia. Next we have... oh, Marceline from Adventure Time. She's... again, I went for her, to kind of match Bubblegum, I went for her look from the finale, which is a very simple look, not as interesting as Marceline's finale look, but we got the wizard hat and just a simple, very plain dress, like just plain shirt, plain pants, and these big gloves, which they're fingerless gloves, which I mean kind of, I think, probably defeats the purpose for Marceline. I think she wears the gloves so there's no skin showing, because they start the fight at in the day. But I mean, those are the only real gloves that came out over the shirt, so that's what I kind of had to go for the same effect. But it's not really what Marceline wants. And she does have the pointed ears because I went for that, but. And I gave her the... the big axe, Astaroth style, because, I mean, obviously she has her base axe that she uses that is shaped like an axe. And this is obviously a lot bigger, but, I mean, I kind of painted it red, and it's close enough, so... characters have you made so far? I haven't seen... Well, okay, just if you're interested in that, go rewind this stream by like 20 minutes. Go back, or yeah, because that's pretty much all I've been doing since I started, is showing off every character I've made. So if you're interested in that, just go back and catch it all, and that's it. And finally, back to Ruby for some Weiss. She's the last one, the most recent one I've made. And again, the skirt isn't quite right. There's actually a skirt that I think looks better for this, but I have to unlock it, this one, the Gothic skirt. I mean, I can't really tell how long it is from that, so it might not be even, which sucks. I hate that you can't at least, like, sample or, like, try on the things before you buy them with the game's soul points, to make sure they're what you want. But, yeah, that skirt isn't quite right for this outfit, but the rest is pretty accurate. I do have the back is not quite right because it doesn't have that opening in the one that she actually does wear. But I did add the snowflake still, just for effect. And her hair isn't quite long enough. And you'll also notice if you look close enough that the middle of her dress is in fact just painted onto her. But that's what I had to do. But I like this top. It's kind of pretty close to what she does, so, and, I mean, she has just stilettos as opposed to the platform heels that she actually wears. But, It's close enough, and obviously she fights with a rapier. So, yeah. Well, I didn't like it as much as the other two. I mean, I still liked it. I still enjoyed it, but it just, I did think it was not quite as good as the first two films. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with Sue. Her face is so distinctive that I think it would be kind of hard to really capture her. I don't know if I'll actually be able to do her. I'll try. Kyoka I should be able to do, but Sue just might not be an option. We'll see. But there we have it. Now, does anyone right now have this game and want to face me in it? I'll give you a bit. Otherwise, I'm going to just go into like single-player stuff today, which I think should be fine, because, I mean, last time I never even got to that. I spent the full 4 hours just playing people online. No, I have not seen the new Smash Direct tweet. What did they announce? Anything interesting? What other characters do I think I can make? Well, I'm going to make all the main 6 ponies, all the MLP, a lot more ponies, and probably the rest of the Ruby Girls, and I don't know. There's a lot that I want to try. Like, someone on Twitter showed me some Madoka Magica ones that look pretty good, so I gotta try at least to make Kyoko from that. Maybe some others, maybe a Homura. And I'm not really sure what else. I mean, if you guys have ideas, throw them out there. I'm supposed to be working. Well, that's cool. I mean, I wasn't really expecting it. Pretty much every unicorn would have to be as well. Well, I made Rarity Ivy, so I don't know. I mean, Ivy I think kind of fits a unicorn too. That's a very, I mean, with the bending thing, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I could see them going with a different style for some of them. I mean, when I do Twilight, that's probably going to be Aswell as well, and Celestia obviously was. The ones that are just really upfront magical, they, I think, have to be Aswell, but Darkness from Konosuba, that's a good one. I hadn't even thought of her, but that actually, I think I might do that. That sounds cool. I'm kind of interested in Smash. I mean, if you... I don't know. I might stream that someday. I'm gonna buy a Switch for Fire Emblem, so I might get some Smash eventually going on the channel. I did play like I've at least played every single Smash game. I didn't own the last one. Kind of fell off of the series for a while, but I did borrow it from someone one time. So I do have a little bit of experience. I had it for like a weekend, but yeah, the new one I might get. We'll see. It does seem like a kind of fun thing to stream. There's a Tai Lung Easter egg on the movie, and it is not one of those figures. He also appears. Okay, interesting. Oh, really? Oh, okay, that's cool. He was one of the Jade Pendants. I mean, that makes sense. I guess we are saying that Poe's finger hold thing does send people to the spirit realm. I mean, that wasn't something that was established ever, but I guess that's how it works. I assume once you finish My Hero Academia, that time slot will be exclusive for, yes, it will be all polls. That is the plan for that slot. It's going to be, everything is going to be picked by poll. Have I seen all of the critical edge attacks yet? If not, you could try and do that before you start doing stories and stuff. I think I've seen most of them. I've practiced with at least all the characters. There's some I probably missed, but I don't know which ones they are. So, I don't know. Do you have any HDD, WWD, BVDs? I'm sure I got some somewhere. So which story mode do I want to try? That's the thing. Do I want to do with the Libro Soul, or do I want to do the Soul Chronicle? That's, I mean... Yes, we have seen Carolina's face, and it's pretty nice, I gotta say. Only main character, really, that we've seen what they look like. Hero Soul? Okay, we can try that. So I think just for reference, I think I might have to recreate Serendipity for this. So let me make sure I know what the colors are. I think they... Specifically her skin tone. 28 to 39.9. The rest, if I get it slightly different, is fine, because it's just mine. I disagree with that. I actually think Kyoko is best girl. So, yeah.
The ray of light from the evil seed pierced the sky. Its glow
Here we go.
Reaching as far as India. And here we find another person whose fate was entwined with the two swords.
Consumed by the evil seed, yet still with presence of mind. A link between chaos and this world. You are quite
Yes, I do have plans. I'm not going to say what they are. I will say what they are in advance, because I'm going to need help from the Discord server for what I have planned. But
image of yourself onto your soul.
But more on that when I'm closer. The really just stupid part of this is that you can't just import your character from the ones you've already made. It's kind of a bit frustrating. You guys get to see me make Serendipity again. The same character as before. I don't remember quite what my proportions were last time, but I'll just make everything 10, except for the... maybe not the waist. Give her a nice slim waist. Max out the chest and hips. Work question not related to the stream. Have you ever played an MMORPG such as... No, I never really have. I've never really been all that interested in MMOs. Just not really my thing exactly. Is that Saren's face? I think that was. And I gave her... this there, I believe. I think so. I don't even remember. This is probably going to be a little bit different than the other Saren, but that's fine by me.
Okay, will you... So let's... You look... Are you here to... Let's... Wanna have some fun?
That was the voice.
Wanna have some fun? Wanna have some fun?
that is the hair. I went with it straight long, didn't I? Yeah, that's the one. Wasn't looking right to me. And give her some makeup. Looks weird. Try and match the skin tone, kinda. Yeah, we can do a little bit of. The eyes, kind of like an orangish color, I believe. Last time I made her, I had like a pulled up picture, but this time I'm just kind of going freehand. Oh, the wings. Yeah, they gotta be the right color. What was the skin tone again? I guess you can't actually change the outfit right now, so she's got to have this this angel garb. Weird. What are you guys saying? Yes, I have played the first Neptunia game. I played, or not the first one released, but like the remake of it that was on 3DS. It was pretty good. I just haven't really explored the series beyond that. But it's something I'm definitely interested in maybe doing someday. If I react to DB Super, it's recommended to watch Battle of Gods and Resurrection of F movies. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. Well, I'm going to create Darkness. Don't worry about that, Joseph. I mean, I'll do that probably before the next one. That's someone just told me and that I should do that, and I agree. It's definitely a thing to do. And, yeah, I'm gonna... I know that the version that I use, that I have created before uses this weapon, but I think I'm gonna have her use Mina's instead for this mode. Just because that's what that's my favorite Zambato. And the name is going to be Serenity. No H. About Aqua. I mean, maybe. I don't know if I need. I don't know if I do all the Konosuba girls, but I definitely gotta do Darkness.
If you can keep a hold of who you are, you will be able to stave off the chaos. Now arise. Take up your weapon and fight. Your life depends on it.
Okay. Oh, hello, Robin Kaito. Yeah, I've never seen you here before. That's good. This is the plus of doing one of these early in the morning, or early for me. I know 10:30 or whenever it started. This isn't really exactly early for most people, but for me, it kind of is. Okay, so I'm not really sure how this is going to work yet, but I'm interested. Never played this mode. Oh. I think I watched that back in the day. Pretty sure I remember it. Serendipity looks weird without, like, the sunglasses. I hope we can customize her look pretty soon. Square to advance? That's weird. When I wake up, my head was pounding. Maybe it was the nightmare I'd had, but I could barely catch my breath or stop shaking. Aww. So I'm gonna be reading this whole thing. Okay. Well, that's fine. You're finally awake. It seems you had quite the nightmare. A man in a hood stood at my side. His appearance suggested someone quiet, but strong-willed. My name is the Salamel, and I know what's happened to you. You were greatly affected by the evil seed. You escaped becoming a Malfested, but I'm afraid you may not escape death. Oh, what should I do? Ask about the evil seed? Ask about the Malfested? Ask about the nightmare and the headache? Do not ask anything. So what would I be curious in? I'm gonna do the opposite of what Ekman says. Let's see. They are beings whose bodies and minds have been twisted by evil. Symptoms vary, but some are known to become monsters. Well, multiple people said the evil seed. Oh well. They are beings whose bodies and minds... Oh wait, I already read that. Many Malfested lose all sense of reason, become violent, and attack people. Luckily for you, fate put you on a different path. Okay, so I get to ask about all of them. Doesn't really matter then. It's a great evil that bursts forth from Western Europe as a torrent of light and bursts forth from Europe as a torrent of light and rain down around the world. Okay, simple enough. Your body does not appear to have been altered by the evil seed. However, it seems to have affected your soul, linking it to what is called the astral chaos. The astral chaos is a curious realm where great powers collide. In time, it will consume your soul, resulting in your death. Your nightmare and headache are a sign of what is to come. Well, that's wonderful. That's really a happy thing. Poor Saren. If you wish to continue living, come with me. I will teach you how to extend your life. Okay, well, thank you for that. You're an alright guy, says Salamel. 1584, huh? The area next to Journey's Dawn is the dojo of Drona, a martial arts master. Here you can play the battle tutorial for Soul Calibur 6. Visit Drona's dojo to train before starting your adventure. If you can move from your current location to any location you have previously visited by pressing the change location to open your available locations. If you want to play the battle tutorial, choose Drona's dojo. I mean, I think I know how to fight, but I mean... Mercenaries, huh? Okay. Oh, and I can change this at any time. It's good to know, but I think I'm happy with my serendipity. Oh, I can change the equipment. Okay, well now I'll do that. It didn't let me do that before, but since I can now, let's try and get a more Saren accurate look going. The sunglasses are important. Let's just go with the normal. Oh, that maybe okay. Actually, I forgot. She's wearing other stuff right now, so maybe this is fine. Oh, that might look weird with the top. I was using this one before. Let's see. And, oh, skirt. Did I have a sash? Train buff? Yeah, I did, okay. Again, I really wish you could just import what you create in the other mode. That would be so much easier than just having to remake her. I forget if I had any. I think I might have went for the breath. No, no. I remember that. I don't remember those. Did I have gloves? No, I don't think I did. I might go with the cuffs once I can unlock those, but nah, I think I'll just go with nothing here. Well, that looks empty. Let's go with these after all. No. Okay, let's go with the other ones. Don't like those. Yeah, this will be fine once I change the color. Definitely nothing there. I think I went with the knee socks, if I recall. Oh no, wait, I gave her stilettos, so there's no socks. Was there any additional things? No, I don't think there was. Now let's get the colors right. Okay, so the shades are black, or actually the trim is like white. Frame. Shades are obviously black. You can't get them really dark, though. That's the problem with these. Maybe eventually you get, like, actual shades, and those will be dark. Now this, I think I had white, right? Or did I have it... No, I didn't. I had, like, pink, I believe. Right? Or was it red? I don't even know. How can I not remember my... Oh, no, the... I think it was black. Pretty sure. I don't remember. It's black now. This doesn't have to be the same as the other Saren. She can be wearing a slightly different outfit. Now this, I remember I had the diamond pattern on. It was red and black. Skirt was definitely black, right? Yes. And I added this. I have no idea what color this was. Like, none at all. Probably red, though, I would think, just to keep with the colors I've been using. I don't remember if I had that. Goldish. Black, yeah. And the one last important detail is the cutie mark. You want a rotation on it, if I recall. No, projection, pretty sure. that's the right size. Probably make them smaller, actually. The smallest size for it. And I need one more. Okay. Got my key mark, I think that's pretty much close enough. Okay, so what are you guys saying? If you play on the stream, I will... Okay, I don't know what that's about. Would I consider playing Legend of Equestria on stream? It's an interesting game. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. So that's just if I want to change weapon. Okay, so now the astral fissure. If what the Selnos told me was true and there was a way to extend my life, I had to try it. I pursued him through a forest, but what lay ahead was a fate I could never have conceived. Okay? So I assume you gotta go here now. I had heard a rumor of a famous local dojo run by a well-respected man named Drona, who was reputed to be adept in all martial arts. This is a tutorial on the basics of combat and the battle system. Note that explanations refer to the game's default controls. Okay. I learned a highly respected martial arts instructor in India named Drona. Praised as the very model of a warrior. I made my way across treacherous mountain paths and traversed crumbling ledges before finally reaching my destination. A dojo surrounded by burbling mountain streams. Okay, that's burbling. That's a word. Do I consider playing Kingdom Hearts? I don't know. Not really that interested. And yes, Halloween tomorrow. That's cool. My day so far, literally, I rolled out of bed and just decided to do this. So, I mean, I guess it's good so far. To one side of the dojo, a diverse group of young warriors were enthusiastically practicing with weapons, having come from far and wide. I'd heard many of them even came from royal or noble bloodlines, unlike the master's humble roots. Drawn out here. Hail, traveler! What business do you have so deep in the mountains? I told him my name, and that I'd come here to train. Well, Serendipity, I never refuse anyone with a desire to learn. However, I live in seclusion, because I have earned the ire of the local king. If you stay, you too may find yourself with a powerful enemy. Are you sure about this? I nodded, and he continued. Okay, so I have to be sure about that. Very well, I will train you, but before we begin, let me see your skills. Okay, let's actually do some fighting. Well, it's going to be a training mode, which should be kind of boring, but we'll see. Oh, yeah. Straight up train mode. I already know how to move. Yeah, attack. I know the truth. You are no human. You are a beard that has taken control over the body of a human. You have been exposed. I mean, that's a pretty good theory. Rapidly press any attack button to perform a combo attack unique to each character. You can perform a basic combo attack by pressing... Yeah, I know. Damn it. Come on. I would stay guarding. And does he do it if I stay guarding? Okay, he does. Okay, that makes it easier. Crouching guard. Press down while... Yeah, okay. Low attacks are used to aim for your opponent's legs and can be performed by pressing down, diagonal, and an attack button together. Reversal edge. Press and hold R1 to perform a reversal edge, which will allow you to defend yourself by parrying your opponent's attack. After taking a fighting stance, both you and your opponent will enter a clash phase in which actions can be performed with... Yeah, I don't need to read the stuff. Parry an attack. Oh. That worked? I don't think I parried that very well. Are you sure you're going to count that game? Critical edge.
You want a beating? I'll clobber you. Going somewhere? So easy.
Soul charge. Yeah.
Don't underestimate me. Don't know.
No, I'm not dead. I mean, I don't know why you're saying that. Is there something wrong with the stream? You can also perform powerful techniques called fierce attacks while a soul charge is in effect. Okay. Includes a basic tutorial. Yeah, good, good. I'm rather bored of it already. I know how to play. Battle tutorial, okay. How many tutorials are... Oh, defeat my opponent, huh? Okay, well this is more like it.
Looking good.
Thank you. I'll try to have a good one. You too. I actually have the new My Hero game. I'm not gonna play it until I'm caught up with the show. I don't know if there are any spoilers, but just to be safe, I'm gonna do that. You appear to have mastered basic fighting techniques. Master Girona's expression grew clouded. Let me tell you a story. When I first began training, I had a fellow disciple who was slightly older and always looked down on me. I wanted to prove myself against him, so I learned a powerful technique. And yet, when the time came, I still could not defeat him. It turned out I was unable to actually use the technique when the chance came. My folly became evident. Instead of focusing on learning a flashy technique, I should have worked on improving my fundamental skills. So I dedicated myself to practicing the fundamentals. When I was satisfied, I went to challenge him once again. But I was too late. He had lost his life in a war against a neighboring kingdom. Well, that sucks. This man had a son who claimed vengeance against the one who slew his father only half a year after later? Half a year after later. Okay, I think I don't really know if both those words are necessary there, but yeah. Now he is a warrior even more skilled than his father was. Take this letter of introduction. If you ever have the chance, you should pay him a visit. Okay, thank you. I took Master Girona's letter, thanked him, and left the dojo behind. Okay, got some stuff, cool. More training, wonderful. When I went to see Master Girona, he greeted me warmly. Today, our practice would focus on attacks. Okay, more training. I guess we gotta start there. It is good to see you again. Master Girona greeted me with a warm smile when I arrived at his dojo. To what do I owe this pleasure? Come to train, perhaps? If so, I applaud your dedication. Today, I'd like to teach you about the many different attacks you can employ in battle. Well, cool. Blame Google Translate. That's probably what to use for. I think. I think Namco Bandai probably has higher standards than that. When in crouching guard, release X and press an attack button to perform the crouching attack. Okay. Dual button attacks. Yeah. Wait, run moves. Yeah. Throw it. What's my favorite Soul Calibur game? Well, I don't know. I haven't really spent enough time with this one yet. But before this, well, I started with 2. That was the first one I played. Never played the first one. But I kind of like... I don't know. Maybe 3? I don't know if it was... But I really like the character creation mode, and that was added in 3. And, yeah, I'm not really sure. Hit my break attack. Okay, so And that's for now. This might end up being my favorite. I mean, very likely, really. This will be my favorite. I'm pretty impressed so far. This is all I have. This is all I know about attack types. Next, I'd like to teach you about the effects you can inflict on your opponent using your attacks. Okay. How many trainings are there? Attacking 2. During our time together, Master Jorno reminisced about his time training. Offense is not about attacking wildly. In order to claim victory against a skilled foe, you must know when and where to use what technique. So let's begin your next lesson. Countering. Attacking your opponent as they perform certain attack and okay, yeah, I know this. Go. Gotta actually be quick. No. Come on. Time it right. Stuns. Oh, I become stunned by your opponent's attack? Okay, that's what you want. Wonderful training here, actually. Have to get hit. Good morning? Continue to attack your opponent as the guard. Trust your opponent's strength. Okay, that's what we want. Lethal hit, huh? Okay. I have it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, lethal hit. No. Okay. Isn't that what LH stands for? Or I don't know. for the... Oh! Okay. I get you. Or maybe not. I don't know. Probably for a little while longer. I mean, I don't know about doing a let's play to a game I've already played before. Yeah, it would, Persona 4 would be fun, but I just... Trying for. Let's do it early, huh? Okay. Okay, there we go. I just gotta somehow predict when he's gonna do it. Okay. Do it before he even does it. A list of various conditions and attacks that can trigger lethal hits for each character can be found in the move list. You've grown more skilled, but as you continue to advance, you will no doubt eventually find yourself against a seemingly insurmountable will. Let me tell you a story from my past. When I was young, I traveled the world as an itinerant warrior. One day I was in the distant north of the Ming Empire, in a place called Sichuan. I told Drona that Sichuan was in the southwest of the Ming Empire, but he simply looked at me puzzled. Is it? Really? Well, wherever it may be, I was there. And let me tell you, there was a tribe of fierce warriors. It was during my time with them that I met Hong Yu. Hong Yu was a strong and beautiful young woman. Her slender limbs wielded a blade with great finesse, and her strikes were quick as lightning. She could fend off any attack, nimbly moving like a young willow tree in the breeze. I immediately fell in love with her. However, she told me she could never love me unless I could best her in combat. In a contest of strength, I'd beat her easily, but her defense was impenetrable. My attacks were blocked, parried, or avoided. I couldn't even touch her. That was because I had not yet learned how to pierce a talented foe's defense. I have learned a thing or two since then, such as the effectiveness of throws against an opponent who rarely lets their guard down, and that there are special techniques that break through any guard. But back then, she defeated me and said she had no interest in the weak. I left, trained as hard as I could, and eventually returned to face her again. Unfortunately, she had already wed another. This guy just has no luck. If you ever pass through Sichuan, it would do you well to see her skills for yourself. I'm sure the experience will come in handy. Yes, I do like fish and chips. Yeah. Vowing to take his advice to heart, I left the dojo. There we go. So did I actually... No, I didn't leave it. Okay, I left it temporarily, but I'm going straight back. Master Drona's next lesson would be about the art of defense. I mean, after that story, I'm not surprised. I visited the dojo to find Drona at the gate, seeing off another visitor. Take care, and don't oversell the skills you've learned here. Got it? Trainee. Yes, Master. Thank you so much for everything. I promise that one day I'll come back to visit. With those parting words, Drona's student bowed, and then began trudging down the mountain path away from the dojo. Sorry to keep you waiting. Back for more training, are you? Well, come on in. When I asked about the man who had just left, Master Drona told me he was a student who had come from the desert in the northern reaches of the Ming Empire. On the way home from my romantic defeat at the hands of Hong Yu, a man saved my life in the desert. The student you just saw came here on that man's recommendation. The desert. To reach India from Sichuan, you have to head southwest. The desert was in the completely opposite direction. Okay, this guy has an interesting sense of direction, I guess. What's with the perplexed look? Oh, I get it. Training first, talking later. Well, today I'm going to teach you about guarding and evading. I wonder if we can make Artie the reaction is probably. I mean, anyone who wants to try. Is there any reason to play Libero Soul? I mean, it's fun. It's extra content. I'm sure you get, like, the soul points for it eventually, too, so... Evading vertical attacks.
So weak! So weak!
Oh, sorry. Sorry, sir. I should have avoided that.
So weak!
Oh, I'm supposed to hit them after I
So weak!
Sorry about that. I need to pay attention to what it's actually asking for.
So weak!
Evading high attacks. Come on. Hell. Throws. Come on, pushed it. Keep pushing it. Knocked it. Do the follow through on that one. I pushed it. I guess that's too much delay. There we go. Attacks on the command list are marked with high, medium, low, SM, special middle, and SL, special low. Okay. Cool. Good to know what that means. Evading low attacks. Well, that's jumping, I guess. Grapple breaks. Grapple breaks allow you to free yourself from the opponent's grip. Press an attack button. The grapple break can still be performed even as you continue to guard by rapidly pressing square, triangle, or circle while holding X. By doing this, not only can you guard against your opponent's melee attacks, but also avoid being thrown. Okay, that's cool to know. That way people can't just use throws constantly. Very good. Those are the fundamentals of defense. Your lessons after this will be much harder, okay? More lessons? Great. Defense 2. During our time together, Master Journer. Okay. Evading an attack entirely is usually the best option, but in serious battle you don't always have the luxury. When you're pressed hard by a dangerous opponent, what do? I'll teach you some techniques that will help you grasp victory from the jaws of defeat. Oh, welcome, God. Yeah, a lot of people catching this stream who don't usually... Because, I mean, obviously it's at a completely different time. What do we got this time? Ukemi. That's like the... Okay, that's hard. Thought I got it. I'm doing it too early. That should have been it. I don't think Garen get hit so much. Come on. Give it to me. Weird timing. Okay, there we go. I just spammed it, so I guess that's you can do that. An Ukemi cannot be performed after certain types of attacks, such as many of those that hit you up into the air. If you cannot perform an Ukemi, you can still avoid follow-up attacks from your opponent, darting or rolling to the side. Wake-up actions. Rise from the ground and immediately pressing X on the ground. Oh, it's just a roll. Did I roll? Aerial control. Guard impact, so okay. Reverse impacts. Having your attack repelled by opponent's guard will leave you vulnerable, but you were able to perform your own guard impact in this case. This is called a reverse impact. Okay. That's cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they do work against lows. I don't think they did in the past. I mean, unless you guard impacted low, which, I don't remember if that was even ever a thing, but, yeah. You're not limited to just reverse impacts while staggered. You can also use reversal edges Oh, that's that thing, okay. Interesting. After the fight, Drona got a nostalgic look on his face and continued the story from earlier. Wonderful. To be quite honest, I have a habit of accidentally going somewhere entirely different from where I intended. That's not surprising. That's how I ended up wandering for 3 days and nights in the Gobi Desert. I was on my last legs when a merchant caravan found me. They took me to Kashgar, and that's where I met one incredible fellow. His name was Klitch? Cleek? I have no idea how you would pronounce that. He was a weaponsmith and one talented warrior. He could fight with any weapon and any style under the sun. In battle, he was relentless, giving his opponents very little opportunity to act. Yes, morning stream, because I was too tired last night. He always said he fought to test out weapons he made, but it was hard to believe he thought of fighting so casually. I'd never met a fiercer warrior. If only I'd known how to deflect attacks when I was on the defensive, I might have been able to put him off balance. Alas, it was all I could do to block his attacks at the time, and before I knew it, I was defeated. If you're ever in Kashgar, I recommend you go to see whatever his name is, Cleek. He's an expert warrior and a first-rate weaponsmith. You won't regret meeting him. A warrior smith? He did sound like someone I'd like to meet. I decided to keep Drona's recommendations in mind. Is that the last one, or are there more training to come? Training advanced reversal edge, okay? Sounds interesting. The sun had barely risen from the horizon when I went to visit Master Drona. Our lesson today would be about tactics. That is true. Technically all my streams are early morning streams, but I call them late night streams because, I mean, it seems... it's basically the same thing. You're up early again. Good. Diligence and hard work are the keys to developing a skilled head and sound body. Your dedication is admirable. Now, let's get to your final... Oh, thank you. Finally, you're going to be done with training and be able to move on. I'm talking about the clashes that emerge in the heat of battle, which require you to think on your feet. Stalemate, okay. Pressing the same button as your opponent during... okay. Cool. Pressing triangle in the second round and forcing your opponent to guard will always crush their guard. Clash movement, okay. You can also move during the clash after reversal edge by pressing any direction. Move forward to dodge square, move into the foreground background to avoid triangle, and move back to evade the kick. Cool. Yes, she does. Blend and attack immune to reversal edge. Yeah, there's a lot of layers to this whole new mechanic. It's interesting. Definitely a turn on. That was a well-fought sparring match. From the flow of that battle, I can see that your training has so far been time well spent. Flow, you ask? That's right. Battles ebb and flow, just like the tides. You need to read that flow and think these moves ahead if you want to win. That's the secret. Speaking of which, remember that merchant caravan that picked me up in the Gobi Desert? They ended up hiring me on as a guard, and together we traveled down to a port in Persia. It was a big city, so I figured I could find a ship that would take me back to India. As luck would have it, I soon boarded a trading ship on its way to India, which promptly was sunk by a raging tempest right as we left the Persian Gulf. For days I floated on a piece of driftwood until I washed up on the shores of Africa. My clothes were tattered and torn, but I still had my weapon. Of course, that was just the natives. Of course, that just made the natives think I was a pirate, and I soon found myself fighting a local warrior by the name of Wolde. I'd like to believe that we were evenly matched in strength and speed, but Wolde was far more experienced than I. He could read the flow of battle like a book. I couldn't, and whenever we clashed, I foolishly tried to pull off the same move time and time again. That's why I lost. Fortunately, I managed to clear up the misunderstanding. Wold and I grew close, and eventually we swore an oath of friendship. He invited me into his home in Aksum, and that's where I met his sister, the woman who would become my wife. Oh, that's cool. Eventually you got something. If you ever have the opportunity to go to Aksum, be sure to meet Wolde. He's an incredible warrior. And if you wouldn't mind, please tell him I'm extremely grateful for everything he's done for me, and that his sister and I are both healthy and happy. Both. Okay, so there we go. I think that is the last one, Advanced Reversal. So what do we do now? Oh. Do I go back here? I guess you do click on this. Okay. Maybe I didn't even have to do all that. But okay, I guess it's good to fully understand the mechanics. The air was stifling, and each step forward required an immense amount of effort. The Salamel, however, seemed to proceed unfazed. Eventually my eyes were greeted by something beyond my own imagination. Yeah, I didn't have to do all that. Okay. I think I understand, like, reversal edges and stuff better now, so it was probably worth it. I mean, that'll help me, like, know what I need to do when I fight people. This is an astral fissure, a rip in space and time. It is caused by the great power that flows through the earth. and the evil dispersed by the evil seed. To continue living, you will need to obtain the power of the astral fissure. Naturally, it is easier said than done. Astral fissures exude a massive amount of force that will either destroy anyone weak who dares approach it, or turn them into a malfested. However, when someone with great power approaches, a flash of light will bring with it a visitor. Oh. Wah! Don't just sit there surprised. It looks like you've got a fight on your hands. Oh yeah, you're not going to lift a finger, are you? It's all on me. Gwar! Sure has a lot of words for a fighting game. Well, that's just this mode. I think the main story mode... Well, that probably has a lot of words, too. But you can do arcade mode and just have it be all fighting. That's pretty fun.
Battle 1. Fight!
We got a berserker. Oh, there you go.
Battle 2. Fight!
Looking good.
You even gonna attack me? The attacker bursts into particles of light that soon faded. Well, that's kind of spooky. Those freakish warriors, berserkers, appear when the strong approach an astral fissure, perhaps in response to their power. Berserkers come from the memories of warriors who sought strength. To defeat them, you simply must be stronger. There is no other way. However, you can obtain phenomenal power from the fissure, which will enable you to continue living and provide resistance to the astral chaos's attempts to devour your soul. If you can withstand the astral chaos, you will no longer have to fear for your life. Now claim your power from the astral fissure. So one-sided, it almost makes you seem like the bad guy. Yeah, I mean, kind of, but I think that's fine. They've always tried to make Soul Calibur story mode have a D&D style. Yeah, they have that one strategy mode in that one game, which was kind of weird. So, yeah, they definitely try to go for a certain feel. Encouraged by Zasalamel, I throw my arms into the astral fissure. A surge of light bursts forth, flowing through my arms and into my body. My heart pounded as my body began burning feverishly. I don't think there is a Lego Soul Calibur 6. That would be different. As long as the scattered evil and the Earth's power remains, astral fissures will continue to appear. I hear that there is another astral fissure on the outskirts of a village to the southeast. That is all I can tell you. Before you go, take this. Zasalamel revealed a set of scales, on top of which fluttered one blue flame and one red flame. These are the spirit scales, otherwise known as the Libra of Soul. Take them. Well, they're going to be important because they're named after this game mode. Or this game mode is named after them. Your body is overflowing with energy from the astral chaos. It is the power of chaos and of order. The state of your soul will determine which power you draw from. These scales will reveal to you which way your soul is leaning. It should help you maintain control. And now you must embark on a journey to save your life. So long.
Your soul surges in your body.
Oh. I got some reward money for that. Is that SP for spending on stuff? Oh, wow, level up. some levels. Player points. Is that because I got 2 perfects? I got so many EXP? And now I got my Soul Libra. Chapter 1, The Journey Begins. So this is where I'm going, I guess? I opened my eyes to an impossible sight. I was floating in a vast space. The ground was nowhere to be seen, and the sky stretched on into infinity. Ruined chunks of masonry floated nearby. A broken pillar from a temple, a half-collapsed house, a fallen tower. Structures of every shape and size from every corner of the globe. Was it laggy? It shouldn't be. I mean, I haven't even got the regular message that the stream is, that my internet isn't good enough. At the center of it all was an enormous whirlpool of light. I watched as a colossal building was drawn into it, bricks ripping from their mortar and accelerating into the brilliant glow. A piece of rubble made contact and disappeared in utter silence. The light captivated me with its beauty, but at the same time it filled my heart with dread. Little by little, the terrible light was drawing me in. Struggle as I might, I could not break free of its inexorable grasp. Slowly, ever so slowly, the distance between us shrank. Maybe it was destiny for my soul to become entwined with the astral chaos. But I will not submit to destiny and allow myself to be consumed by the light, by that bright harbinger of death. I need strength, the strength to defy my fate. The light drew near, when suddenly 2 swords appeared before me. As I reached out to grasp the floating blades, a voice broke the silence. Those who desire strength must make a choice. If you value freedom and wish for the power to pursue your own path, choose the golden sword. If you honor the virtues of harmony and reason, and wish for the power to bring order to a chaotic world, choose the azure sword. Well, I think Saren's more about the freedom. I grasped the golden sword and felt a wave of power surge through me. With growing excitement, I raised the blade high, then struck a powerful blow at the swirling light.
Your soul resonates with the darkness.
The scales have tipped towards evil. Yeah, because freedom is evil. Remember that, kids. During your journey, you will sometimes find yourself faced with momentous decisions that can change your fate. These choices affect the game's story and alter the balance of the spirit scales, a mystical artifact that reflects the state of your soul. You may even unlock hidden missions depending on how the scales are tipped. Ka? I fought my nightmare with every fiber of my being, when out of nowhere came a voice that could lead me back to reality. Hey you okay? Oh, Maxie. You want to be careful swinging your weapon around like that by yourself? Have you maybe had a few too many drinks? Barely conscious, I couldn't tell the nightmare, cannot read, had ended. A shadow of what looked like an enemy wavered in front of me, one that seemed robust, strong, and armed. I readied my weapon. My only escape from this nightmare was to fight. Easy there, I'm not looking for a fight. Well, looks like I got no choice. Oh. Okay, so barely aware of what's going on, and I'm going to beat up Maxie here. Why not? Doesn't really seem like something I should be doing, but we'll go for it. So perfect this time.
I'm impressed.
Oh. Okay, I don't actually have to fight him the whole way through, I guess. You back to your senses? It wasn't a nightmare. I'd been fighting for real. When I came to, a friendly yet somewhat heroic-looking man was standing before me. The name is Maxie. What do you go by? I told Maxie my name. Serendipity? Nice name. Don't worry, I ain't gonna steal all your possessions or anything. You know, you've got skills. But, as an apology for attacking me out of nowhere, how about listening to what I gotta say? It's nothing bad, just a job offer. Okay, well that's cool. It's not often that you just randomly attack some guy and they give you a job offer, but I'll take it. According to Maxie, the residents of a nearby village suddenly vanished one day. At the same time, a mysterious hole formed nearby, from which strange creatures had started to emerge. The village had believed it was these creatures who had attacked the villagers, and ordered they be found and exterminated. I know how to handle myself, so I agreed to help, but they wanted me to take care of the hole as well as the creatures. Right when I was thinking I needed some help, I ran to you. The reward's juicier than a rare steak. How's a 50-50 split sound? The mysterious hole sounded a lot like an astral fissure. When I asked Maxie where it was, he pointed me in the direction I was headed. I decided to accept his offer. Alright then, let's do this, partner. That's not how you get a job. Yeah, I mean, generally, not usually, but... Smokey versus McGruff, they did that? That does sound like it would be kind of entertaining. With a self-assured grin, he extended his hand. In the spirit of solidarity, I grasped it firmly. Cool. Campsite. As someone who had traveled the world, Maxie had a lot of stories to tell on our journey. All I hear nowadays is crazy talk. To the west of the continent, some lord suddenly went nuts. In another town, there was a massacre that wiped out the entire population, but nobody knows who or what caused it. Even we were attacked once by a bunch of creeps with red eyes. Maxie was the captain of a pirate crew who was venturing around the globe, yet he didn't speak in an aggressive or threatening tone. You know, I forgot to ask, what's giving you the travel bug, Serendipity? Wary of saying too much, I mentioned there was something I needed to take care of at the astral fissure created by the evil seed. Never heard of it. Some of my crew might know something, though. I'll ask around. Man, I'm beat. I'm going to turn in for the day. See you bright and early tomorrow. Oh. Yeah, more of this. There's that soul edge. I woke up with a splitting headache, the remnants of the nightmare flickering in my mind. What's up? You were calling out in your sleep. Here, drink up. I thanked Maxie and told him it was nothing. My headache had subsided, but I wasn't going to be getting any more sleep. Howron. During my travels with Maxie, we came across a friendly young man who said he shared the same goal as us, and he had a proposal. Okay. Suddenly I heard a voice behind me. When I turned, there was a young man standing with a smile on his face. He gave us a small nod. Greetings, may I assume you're also heading through this forest on a mission to hunt monsters? Yeah, we are. You too? Yes, my name is Howron. I heard there were others who'd accepted the mission, so I thought I would introduce myself. I see, I'm Maxie. This is my partner in crime, Serendipity. I have a suggestion. How about we join forces? Well, I signed up for this mission. My intent was only to save those in trouble. I have no problem with splitting the reward with you. Sounds like a plan, but I'm gonna have to test your skills first. You game? Yes, of course. Let us begin. Well, I assume by him testing his skills, they mean me testing his skills. Otherwise, it's not fun. Can I fill my bathtub with Coke and bathe in it? No, I don't really want to do that. That doesn't sound like it would be a lot of fun.
Don't run! Looking good.
Battle 2. Fight.
Don't run!
Oh, they made Soul Edge and Soul Calibur? Oh god, that'd be cool. I'd really love to see that, actually. That's one I'll have to watch. You win. I must say your aggressive style is impressive. Well, thank you. You're not so bad yourself. I don't think he even threw an attack at me. What fight were you watching, Maxie? Where'd you pick up those staff skills? At Ling Sheng Su, alongside my brother. To be honest, I thought I'd fare better against you. Nah, you did good. Why are you acting like you fought him? I mean, maybe we both fought him. I feel like it should be me asking you to join forces. You're just being nice, aren't you, Maxie? You're with me, right, Serendipity? Well, this guy didn't impress me. Let's go ahead. Don't be such a downer. Fighters like this don't wash ashore every day. I just wasn't impressed, man. You're not one. You're one of us now, Howron. Welcome aboard. Well, I guess I'm overruled by Maxie. Thank you. As a sign of our new friendship, how about one of Ling Sheng Su's famous cakes? No one should fight on an empty stomach. Okay, he's winning me over. Cake is good. Deal me in. Come on, Serendipity, dig in. Yeah, I'm definitely up for cake. Howron mooncake times. Okay, that's an item I have. What can I do with that? You've acquired some food. Food has many different effects on missions and can carry you to victory in battle. Before a mission, pressing square, select food, will let you choose which food to use. Be sure to eat heartily while on missions. Okay. Oh, I know what you mean. on this screen. A group of men stood blocking our path. They claimed to be part of an organization called the Qualifiers, and were clearly nowhere, and clearly not there to make friends. Never fight on an empty stomach. Okay, that's for equipping the food. Stop right there. What are you doing here? This kind of feels like a Serendipity fanfic. I guess, I mean, it is. It's kind of a weird... Oh, that Raphael? I guess? Or maybe no, no, I mean the eye patch is different. It's just his hair kind of makes it look like him. We Qualifiers watch over the area ahead. Those without permission to proceed will be turned away. Qualifier? I've heard the name from some rumors going around recently. Something about saving humanity. Quit babbling and get out of here already. We're only here to hunt monsters. If you share the same mission, it would benefit us all to work to... You think I was born yesterday? You're just trying to get to the astral fissure. That's Lord Aswell's, and I'll be damned if you get in his way. Oh. Yeah, well that's what I'm here for. I don't know about these two. An astral fissure? Isn't that the thing you were talking about, Serendipity? I knew it. Daniel, these ruffians are trying to disrupt Lord Aswell's plan. We should kill them before he arrives. Enraged, the man readies his weapon. You won't get kicked out, but I'm not really here to respond to that stuff. Crimson. I'm here to play this game, so I'm going to be mostly focused on that. I will read the chat, but it's not really what we're here for. Why does a mysterious black box appear occasionally on the left side of the screen? I have no idea. I don't know what you're seeing. That's weird that I'm hearing that. I haven't seen Ruby yet. Gonna wait until Saturday. Oh. Okay, well good. I mean... The man let out a deep sigh and, with his blade pointed at us, continued to talk. We don't want any trouble. Just leave. It's for all our sakes, if you get me. It looks like they're not budging. Heh. That just means we can skip to the good bit. Quit whispering. I, Valtro, will slay all those who stand in Lord Aswell's way. So we got some kind of cult going on here or something? Sounds weird. Yeah, I'm really excited for that Ruby coming up. I've heard some good things about the episode from some people. So, just so much hype, but not until Saturday. Oh, wow. That's a dude. No match for Saren, though. Again, I don't even think he attacked. These, opponents are pretty damn easy. These computer opponents. 100 episodes of Death Spell. It's shocking to me that there are 100 of those. Oh, now we got Dandy. That's like a ton of episodes of that show. I mean, as successful as it is, I guess I'm not sure. I shouldn't be that surprised. Oh wow. Broke his clothes, left him just practically naked on the floor. So this is like a Mortal Kombat type game? Well, pretty much. It's a fighting game. I think it's better if we stand down, Valtro. Let's go. Damn you to hell. Next time we meet, you won't escape my blade. Yeah, whatever you say. Going by what they said, it would seem Lord Aswell hasn't arrived yet. Let's head over before things start to get messy.
surges in your body.
Level 5. Oh, we got Owl Rune. Okay. You acquired a weapon. To equip a weapon you've gathered, access the weapon list in the menu. Okay, editing guys who made this. Gotta catch stuff like that. New weapons can have benefits such as improved attack power, critical rate, and bonuses. Use every tool in your arsenal to overcome the foes who stand in your path. Weapons you acquire have level restrictions. You cannot equip weapons that have a higher level than your character. So to equip stronger weapons, you will need to raise your character's level by completing missions. Some food and weapons come with bonuses that help you in battle, such as combo damage plus 10 and health plus 10. Some bonuses acquire that certain conditions be met to activate them. These conditions are written in blue. Okay. Let's see. But I don't want to change styles, so that's cool, but I'm going to stick with my spear. And I guess that uses the food when I equip it. I better save that. I did it that time just to try it out, but recently picked up the game myself, mostly just for the character creation. Well, that's a really fun part. I mean, if you're interested in how I'm using the character creation feature, and you came to the stream kind of late, go check the beginning of the stream after it's done, and you can see all the characters I've made so far, and some of them are pretty cool. You can play this game offline, or is it online? No, you can play it offline. I mean, this mode isn't online. Yeah. An astral fissure was waiting for us when we reached our destination. I had to take care of it, and the evil it spawned quickly. The character creation part you can do offline too. Yeah, although, I mean, if you're making the... I mean, part of the fun of the character creation is showing your creations to other players. But, I mean, you can use them in arcade mode and stuff like that, too. So, I mean, you can have some fun with it. You can make them if that's the joy, and, like, take pictures of them or whatever. The power surging from the deep fissure oppressed the entire area, swallowing up even the surrounding sound. That is the hole they were talking about. Give me a break. This ain't just any hole. Am I gonna push back anime reactions Thursday night? Probably not. I mean, I think I should still be able to do them tomorrow. I'll have to record them tomorrow morning, probably. But, as long as I'm still able to get to bed at a fairly reasonable time tonight, I should be able to wake up early enough to record everything. So it should still happen. And then it might be a little later because there's rendering involved, which takes hours. But I should still be able to be on track for tomorrow night. How troubling. It is certainly beyond our ability to handle. Hey partner, is that what you were looking for? I nodded. Maxie shrunk his head in resignation. Sounds like the rumors about monsters appearing were true. With a burst of light, a warrior appeared from the astral fissure. It let out an earth-shaking roar as it readied its weapon. Really thanks, I plan on buying... Well, that's cool. I would definitely recommend the game. If I wanted to play with you, if you play online, I was wondering if I could add you. Sure, you can add me. I mean, we could probably do that here in a bit before... Well, that's not quite right, Heckman. It's Stumpy the Walrus, not Stimpy. But, close enough. Except not. Grrr, gar. Great, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. Wah. But yeah, if there are people who want me to play, we can end the stream with that this time. Maybe like after a little bit more of this, we can switch over to online play.
Battle 1. Fight.
Berserker. So close to the book. Drop it from me there.
Battle 2. Fight.
Ooh, crap.
Looking good. Wanna beat it? How clever are you?
How online works on PS4? I heard that you need to pay. Well, you don't pay it every time you want to play. You pay it every month, or not every month. You can do it like every 3 months, which is what I think I'm signed up for. But yeah, you do have to pay to use online, which I think is ridiculous. I mean, you should have seen my reaction to learning that when I first started doing these streams. For first one was a BlazBlue stream, and I actually had that reaction on stream, learning that I would need PlayStation Plus, and it was just like, wow, that was just a shock to me that they make you do that now, because you never had to do that before. It used to be free. The fallen warrior burst into light that soon faded. We done? Jeez, what was that all about? The creature appeared to be human, but it left no trace of its existence, as though it were a phantom. I'm pretty sure that makes the marks on my body count as traces. Okay, so what about this hole? Staring into the seemingly eternal blackness, I thrust both of my hands into the fissure. Hey, what are you doing? The hole just vanished. What the hell you do? I told Maxie and Howren everything. After a long pause, Maxie gave a slight nod. Okay, well, I got no reason to doubt you after what I just saw. Agreed, I've seen some bizarre things in my life, but nothing like that. How are you feeling? The mission's done, so you may as well rest up here while I check to see if the road's safe. I'll go replenish our water supply. Serendipity, some sweets should help perk you up. Help yourself. Oh yes, you were. Thank you again for that, Toshiro. Nico, you really helped out. Though I've been paying the last couple times I've had to pay. I've paid for my. Well, it's still money I get from like YouTube and stuff, and other people's super chats. Ghee and wheat sweets. Cool. The Man in Black. Okay. Gonna meet Johnny Cash. I was resting after absorbing the astral fissure when I heard footsteps approaching. Moments later, a group of people dressed in black appeared. I guess not. Oh, was that one dude? The astral fissure is gone, and I think I spy the culprit. What happened here? I do not know. However, something feels off. Just everyone has an eye patch. Literally everyone has an eye patch. Why is that? woman with intense gaze. It may be something in their possession. We must deal with this at once. You stay back. As the man in black readied his weapon, a chill ran down my spine, and I felt a rush of bloodlust. I do not know what you are, but I know you possess unnatural power. Show it to me, if you dare. When was the last time I went somewhere outside my hometown? Well, last year, probably. I mean, like, yeah, I went on that trip in the summer.
Fight!
Don't run.
Your existence is a
Don't run.
not going to win
Looking
like
good.
this.
Don't run.
Oh. Well, didn't get to fight him through. Not bad. The man relaxed his stance and put away his weapon, causing a stir amongst his allies. Are you certain? Is it really wise to let an outsider get away? I have obtained all the information I need, and you just know you'd lose. Who are you? You're not going to answer me. Hey, what's going on? Fall back. Sir. Sir. Well, they're only at half power with that badge on. Okay, so it's like a real anime thing. No, I don't think I've ever done that. To answer your question, Balance. Oh, I didn't read that. Looking log. Maxie ran over and stared hard at me before speaking. You okay? What was their deal? And what was with that weird getup? I mean, it was definitely weird. Halrin returned, and he also realized something was wrong. I found some water. Did something happen while I was gone? Yeah, Serendipity was attacked by some freaky group. A freaky group? Like bandits? They didn't look like bandits. Well, at least everyone's safe. I think our way ahead's safe, but we should stay alert. Those freaks may come back. The astral fissure beckons. Greetings and farewells, huh? There's more stuff. Like, what happens if I... Pretty linear so far. Is there, like, other stuff I can do at these locations? No. I mean, eventually I'll be able to explore, apparently, but... So far we're pretty railroaded. Both greetings and farewells were to be found in Dhaka, where Maxie's employer awaited us. Okay. Would I react to... I already did, yeah. Forgive me, but this is where I must take my leave. Where are you off to in such a rush? I've heard rumors of strange happenings in my hometown of Yangguang. My brother is still there, and I worry for his safety. That's too bad, but I get it. It's been short, but a whole lot of fun. Take care. A safe journey to you, too. Farewell. With a bright smile and a small bow, Howron left. Serendipity, I have to report to my employer. You go and wait by my ship. Head to the docks. You can't miss it. I'll give you your cut of the reward then. There. See ya. Huh. Who are you? What do you want? Why would I tell him that? What's going on? Oh, hey, Kyam. This weirdo just turned... What's so weird about Serendipity? Just because she's, a rather different color and has wings? Are you gonna call her weird? This weirdo just turned up. Says she's got business with Maxie. That's so. Guess that means Maxie trusts her. Okay, well, they believe me, I guess. Good. Looks that way. If the captain likes you, you must be pretty tough. So how's about you show us how tough? Serendipity. Yes, I am actually streaming during the day. It's incredible, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Cool. I got your friend request, Toshiro. Yeah, we'll probably do a match. I'll play you here in a bit. Maybe like at 1:30ish. Oh crap. Come on. Do I have a favorite YouTube series? Well, my favorite YouTuber is probably Ashens. I'm a big fan of his content. Have been for years. YouTube series? I don't know. Well, Ruby, I mean. Well, it's no longer on YouTube, so I guess that doesn't count. But, yeah. T-Series and Jake Paul. No, I don't think I like either of those things.
You're dead. Wanna beat it? I'll clobber you.
Oh, I haven't seen this Halloween video yet. That came out yesterday, but I haven't had a chance to watch it. Definitely looking forward to that. The holiday ones are always really funny. Just his Halloween and his Christmas videos, Easter, whatever. Always a good time. That might be because when I get a friend request or a trophy or something, that might be what's happening there. Am I gonna make a video prediction? No, I don't think I will bother with a prediction video. I mean, I said... I mean, last time I did that, my predictions were so off. And it was kind of just wrong. They were just ridiculous. I mean, they were reasonable, but they're just stuff that I was going too into the minutia. Just my whole theory about Rin and everything there. Just stuff that wasn't ever going to come up. But yeah, I don't think it's really worth it to do a prediction video for Ruby. I mean, I made that review video, and that kind of went into what my hopes are for the next season already. They'd be repeating that a lot. Other than Bumblebee, my hopes, I don't know, just... It's hard to really say, in short. I just hope for more with a lot of the characters. More Ruby. I mean, she kind of hasn't been in the focus. I kind of hope we actually touch on the Summer Rose stuff a lot more. And yeah, I mean, I do hope there's a lot of focus on Yang and Blake taking on Adam. I think Adam, with the character short, is going to be a big focus of the season. And I think there really should be a lot of, like, Yang and Blake both trying to work out how to approach the whole Adam situation. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what else I'm hoping for, but I'm just hoping it's really good. Neo would be nice, yes. Anyway, back to this. That was a fine show, matey. Hey, I'm back. Where's the warm welcome for your captain? Welcome back, brother. You had us all worried. So, what's the story with this landlubber? This crew is my savior. We gotta thank Serendipity here for making sure our employer's happy. What did I say about looking before you leap, Maxie? Remember what had happened last time? Oh, quit your belly aching. It's all worked out here. It's all worked out in the end, didn't it? Yeah, I am hoping that we see Cinder. That's one thing. I'm guessing that I think she did survive, definitely, and I'm thinking we'll see more of her, and I'm hoping that we do. Harsh words aside, Calm didn't really seem angry. He must be used to Maxie's flight of fancy by now. So you know, my crew's my family. They look rough, but they're a good bunch. You said you were looking for a thing, an astral fissure? As a man of my word, I'll help you. There you go, again, leaping before you go looking. Bah. So what's this astral fissure business anyway? I'll tell you once everyone's here. I need the whole crew on board with this. Here is your share of the bounty, by the way. Maxie handed me a bag of gold coins. It's gonna take a while to get ready, so do what you gotta do in the time. This town's got a lot of shops and some great places to eat. Why not check them out? Hope we get to see more. Yeah, some more Salem would be cool. Definitely. You can now access shops in Dhaka, where you can buy goods and exchange currency. General shop, exchange gold for food and weapons. Currency exchange gold, and Soul Calibur 6's universe. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, so gold and soul points aren't the same thing. I have to exchange it. Soul Calibur 6 has two types of currency, gold and soul points. Gold is saved in individual Libra Souls data slots and cannot be used in other modes. You can get more from the currency exchange as needed. Gold used only in Libra Soul. Okay, I get it. Simple enough. So what can I buy? A weapon. Okay, let me buy a new Sung Mina weapon. 4 is the best one? Okay, it is. What can I buy? Encounter rate, huh? So there's gonna be random encounters? Let's buy one of those. Let's buy 2 of those, actually. What's this family about? Is this like a NPC? Dhaka, a city of trade and commerce, located a short distance upriver from the harbor. It wasn't that well known yet among travelers. It wasn't that well known yet among travelers, but it was starting to carve a name for itself as a key point on the east-west trade routes. I wandered aimlessly through crowded streets where the hustle and bustle seemed to never cease. Visit the market, head to the trading house, return to the docks. Huh? On the way to the trading house, an old man approached me. You hear about them qualifiers, kid? The qualifiers. They were the people I encountered by the astral fissure. I nodded, and this man began to speak with growing excitement. Them qualifiers be traveling around doing good deeds. They fight demons, cure the sick, and do be performing miracles wherever they go. Their leader is a right charitable person. Helps anyone. Doesn't matter who. Them qualifiers be shining light in a world that be getting gloomier day by day. So I do be gathering donations to support them. How much you gonna donate to the cause? The old man held out his hand, but I had to disappoint him. I didn't think too kindly about the qualifiers. Yeah, they kind of attacked me. There you are. Been looking for you. Captain's got something you'll want to hear. I nodded, and Maxie's crew member and I left together. Oi, where are you going? I ain't finished. You heard of Yangwang? It's a port in Ming. Recently, no one's been able to get in or out of the port there, I heard. The info came from a reliable source. They say the place is covered in red mist, and it might have had something to do with an epidemic or something. Been a lot of trouble with crime there too. Howren said something strange was going down in Yangwang. Judging by what we found out, there's a good chance an astral fissures appeared there. Okay, Howren. He was probably heading straight for a maelstrom. That thought chilled me to the bone. We'll take you to Yangwang, if you like. Quicker than going by land. I gratefully accepted Maxie's offer. Once preparations were complete, we were to meet at the ship. Okay. You can now explore different areas along the main route of your journey. Through exploration, you can discover missions, gain levels, and collect weapons to make your character stronger. How to explore? Okay, cool. You may be attacked by enemies. Okay, so there's our encounter thing. You will also automatically heal while traveling, so efficient use of weapons and food is... not automatically heal. Okay, go. If you are defeated, exploration will end, and all expenses will be deducted, and will return to the area you started from. Remember to keep an eye on your health. In Libra Soul, there are numerous kinds of missions you can take on. Story missions. These are main missions that revolve around the story. Other missions. In these missions, you will meet and battle many different people. Okay. Of the missions that require you to fight, those categories of story or quest missions can be played again from the player menu. However, after you've completed these missions once, each subsequent completion will only award gold. Okay? Let's look at the currency. Oh well, 5,000 is only 100 SP. Oh god. Okay, let's not start doing that yet. I think, actually, at this point... Okay, so... let's trick out this. The Merchant Guild in Dhaka was trying to repair a water gate, but progress was constantly being interrupted by bandits. They needed a guard, and who was I not to heed their request? Now, let's do a little side quest. Then maybe I'll switch to online play if, would it be too much trouble to just redirect Ruby this time? No, I think I'll be fine. I'll just, Rooster Teeth seems pretty reasonable with it. I mean, it'll be a couple days late for, getting it unblocked, but it should be pretty. I shouldn't have too many issues with it. And Star, I don't really know. I just hope it's. I don't know. I don't really know what to expect of Star at this point. The Bengali city of Dhaka lies on the edge of a wide tract of wetlands. Well, the port is lively with trade ships traveling the neighboring tributary of the Great Ganges River. Development of a land route lags behind. The land route is merely a wooden path that stretches across the marshy expanse that surrounds the city. Points where it must cross a conflux of the many twisting streams and canals are hard to reach and poorly maintained, which limits traffic. First time on a wooden road, be sure to watch your footing. My client is a prominent merchant in Dhaka. The merchant guild he runs has hired me to guard over repair work on the road. The path ended abruptly in a large sandbar. It looked as though much of the bridge that should have been there had been washed downstream. Ugh, I didn't think the damage would be this bad. Well, get to work, everyone. Aye. Keep a sharp eye out for trouble. Everyone's scared of the bandits said to roam this area. Flooding caused by a broken water gate last month caused trade to grind to a halt. However, brigands robbed and drove away the workers sent to repair the problem, so little progress had been made. How does it look? Well, parts of the entire road were swept away, so we'll need to bring in lumber. It'll be 10 days at the earliest. I see. I was afraid that would be the case. Well, I have business in the city to attend to. Continue your work. Trouble came that night, not long after the merchant left. Here in search of more easy pickings, it looked like the brigands that had been impeding the repair work had shown up. I stood against them. It was my job, after all. You're in our way. Yeah, bandit. Not much of a chance here. Oh no, you're pretty. Oh, did I not equip that weapon? I bought it and then I didn't even equip it. Ooh! Okay, I can't bring myself out. That was dangerous.
Wanna beat him?
One bandit, huh? I think they've disabled the ring outs on this stage. So we've had one.
Looking good.
Still scares me. Even though I'm pretty sure it is dead. wait to watch your Love Live reaction. I watched snippets of it long ago, but never the whole show. Thanks to YouTube's strict copy. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to it too. It's going to be a fun show, I think. 10 days after I drove away the brigands, the repairs were complete, and the land route opened again. However, I had a feeling that at the end of the story... that the end of the story was yet to come. Cool. The town has leveled up. Towns can be leveled up by assisting others via missions that become available as you progress through the story. As towns level up, its shops will stock better merchandise and its facilities will improve. So make sure to take up missions to help others. Okay. They're now a better weapon. No, still the one that I have but haven't equipped. Can't believe I didn't do that. Would have helped with that fight. I'm starting to do very little damage. Okay. Are you still here, Toshiro? You want to do some online play? Are you available for that right now, or is this not a good time? You want me to just continue this? What do I think of Steins Gate Zero so far? Honestly, it's not as good, but it's what a continuation should be for that show. I mean, there's not really room for that story to continue in any other way than they're doing it. This is what it has to be, I think. Okay. Well, in that case, we're gonna get out of this, and I'm gonna send you a invite. And we can do some... And again, is there anyone else who wants to do some network play? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna create a room. It's a private room. All regions, all welcome. Oh. Okay. Error. Okay, well that's a bit concerning. Well, maybe I'm not gonna be able to do this time. Why is there always such weird stuff going on with the network mode? It seems really bugged. Anyone know what I should do about this, or is it just hopeless right now? It's not really worth it to me to end the stream. Okay, it worked. Okay, good. Good. We can still do this. Oh, wait. Sorry. I forget how to do this each time. I'm gonna... I guess I gotta accept his, that actually is right. Let's accept Toshiro's friend request. And then invite him. Okay. You can join. Can you send me a friend request too? Or do I already have you as a friend? I don't know. Let me know, Raven. In the meantime, let's just fight this. I'll add you if you want, though.
Welcome to the stage of history.
And this will give me a chance to use some of my customs. The new ones in particular, who I haven't used yet. is Celestia.
As well.
I can all.
Oh. Okay. Is this a pony battle? Looks like it.
When souls collide, chaos erupts.
Okay, let's get this started.
Ready to fight?
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh, my PSN name is Stumpy the Walrus for some reason.
Battle 2. Fight!
It's, yeah. Bit of lag on this, but still playable. Fluttershy's getting an advantage in this one. Distracted. Ooh, crap. Well, we're back.
Stand.
Battle 3. Fight!
Not Stimpy the Walrus segment. It's you.
You won't get away!
Did you like it?
Come on, I'm trying to kick. Is it that slow?
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Battle 4. Fight!
Okay, there we go. Those kicks are slow with Astral style. Damn, Fluttershy. Can't beat Celestia. What is this?
Bear witness!
Oh, damn it. That was enough. Well, I guess Fluttershy beat Celestia. How could you?
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
So I'm gonna add Raven.
Think you stood a chance?
Very realistic to the show. Oh, damn. Burn. It's fine. It was still playable. I mean, accept the friend request. And I'll invite you too. I mean, I assume you're the friend I just, added. Okay.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
This time, let's bring out... which one of these do I want to try? Let's keep the ponies going.
Soul of
I mean, probably should switch it up a bit. Oh, Hinata, okay. Going Naruto here.
A single slash can cut even the frozen air in two.
I probably should have went with someone with a different style. Just switch it up, but...
Don't underestimate me.
those eyes.
Battle 1. Fight!
Victory will not come.
Battle 2. Fight!
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
I guess it is a little more friendly, a little more casual friendly than Waste War. This game. It's still a complicated fight system.
Did you like it? I'll end this. Brace yourself. Go down.
Starlight.
My specialty.
It is.
Go down.
Okay, well that definitely redeemed myself with that fight style, I guess.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Fears the sabotage one's victory.
Okay, well I sent one a friend invite to
Welcome
whoever
to
just
the
sent me a
stage
friend
of
request.
history
Oh, okay, good.
retold.
I was wondering. Where do I want to go now? Let's go with some Ruby. Let's go with let's go Coco.
Soul of Siegfried.
Don't waste my time. Let's be off.
Who do we have here? Lyn. Oh, from Fire Emblem Lyn? Or... yeah, I gotta make some Fire Emblem characters.
The cacophony of battle cuts through the deathly silence in an invitation to madness.
You wish to fight me? Didn't I tell you no?
Battle 1. Fight!
You're mine.
Well, Persona... yeah, I gotta make Makoto. I made Persona... I made
Fight!
Mitsuru and Chie. I gotta make Makoto. Go.
Battle 3. Fight!
This'll be good.
Ooh.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
I guess that's all for show.
Okay. I'll send you another one, okay? Yeah. Try it again. Okay, there we go. I guess we gotta fight again before you get in there, but
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
this time we'll go with let's do Akabu.
Soul of Roll.
Leave it to me.
An epiphany of beauty.
Trump? Wow. Okay, that's a different one. Yeah,
Blood,
that
flesh, and
is. I
souls
mean,
are offered to the gods amidst deathly chants.
I am beautiful, huh? Okay, well that's why?
Battle 1. Fight!
What an interesting creation.
Victory goes to the
Yeah, I know. It's something else, isn't it?
Fight!
Come on, Akabu, you can't lose to Trump. Especially not this Trump. Freaky looking.
victory will not.
Battle 3. Fight!
You just had to make him fight with bulldoze style. Just for the beauty of it. Oh.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
we go. Now I'll get to see what Raven has, I guess.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Soul of Taki.
Let's cut loose. Don't come crying to me later.
Oh. What do we have there? Consider playing Uno on PS4. I mean, I don't know. Griselda. Okay. Yes, it's already.
A single slash can cut even the frozen air in two.
Wanna have some fun? I wanna finish this up quick.
Battle 1. Fight!
Got some serious lag here. Okay.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Battle 2. Fight!
Why did I try blocking that?
Victory will not come easily.
Damn it, Rainbow
must be
Dash.
seized.
Battle 3. Fight!
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Battle 4. Fight!
Don't underestimate me. Don't cry now. Just a little more.
Go Rainbow, you're so cool.
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Well, I mean, not really much room for me to comment about football. That's not really something that comes up a lot, but I'm very happy to see that. Heckman. That was damn close, though.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Yeah, that was a good fight. Now back to Toshiro.
Welcome to the stage of history retold. Soul of Killik.
I'll give you a challenge.
I can take you.
Oh. Can Link beat the dragon?
In a cursed castle hall, warriors dance in a masquerade of death.
I can't run away.
Trust me, you won't be disappointed.
Battle 1. Fight!
All right.
Stand. Fight to
When will I play more? Probably not until next week, I don't think. I'll do another one.
Battle 2.
Now we got shirtless Link. It's weird because now it just looks like he's wearing a skirt, which is kind of ridiculous. Oh, wow, sorry.
victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle 3. Fight!
Oh wow. I guess Skirt Link doesn't like me making fun of him. Oh, crap. Well, we get another match. Yeah, I kind of miss doing the
Fight!
reviews. Oh, now Elma's kind of a bit wearing a bit less clothing. Nothing wrong with that, though. Timing wasn't as good there. Mine. Whew.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Tomorrow's victory starts with a heart of steel.
I'll do a few more matches. I have to go at like 2:30 though, so I'm gonna have to end it
Welcome to the stage of
in
history.
like 22 minutes.
retold.
But we'll play until then. Let's just go down the list, I guess.
Soul of Haswell.
Confess to me.
There you are.
Hey Thrash, Oh, from, I forget what that game's even called, but that's going way back. One of those... Yeah.
A merchant ship replete with riches attracts more chaos than customers.
No, it's Diana from Little Witch Academia.
You look beautiful dead.
I mean, it kind of... I could see the Trixie, but no. Not quite.
Battle 1. Fight!
Let's go.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Battle 2. Fight!
Go. Let's go.
Come on, Diana. Ooh, crap. Well, that was a bit of a reversal. Very excited for Ruby. Cannot wait.
Fight to your last breath.
Except that I am. I mean, theoretically, I could probably watch it now and record it, but I'm not going to. Tore up Diana's clothing, it looks like. I guess multiple people thought it was Trixie. I might make a Trixie eventually, but I would probably do her a little different. I don't know. The hat would be the same, obviously, but obviously her hair wouldn't be that color.
I'll give you eternity.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
That pose is completely wrong. Yeah, that looks weird.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Who haven't I used now? Let's go for some
Soul
Cinder.
of Geralt.
You seek your...
Oh, we're back to Fluttershy. Well, this time I gotta beat Fluttershy. Fluttershy beat me last time.
With riches attracts more chaos than customers.
Okay, let's get this started.
You dare challenge me?
Battle 1. Fight!
Victory goes.
Battle 2.
Oh, hey, dog. You're here. Cool. Yeah, we're doing an early stream today, and it's about to end. I mean,
What?
Battle 3.
yeah.
Fight.
Behold.
I mean, he's got all those elemental attacks that make it make sense for this Cinder. And like that one. Yeah, I love the fire. I mean, Cinder also uses swords, so like multiple swords.
Fought so bravely.
Could have stayed quiet.
Okay, I'll invite you, dog. I mean, I'm only gonna be playing for 15 more minutes, but I'll get you in. So I really do have to go at 2:30.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Soul of Maxi.
There you are.
No, it can't go another hour. It has to end in 15 minutes. Sorry.
The cacophony of battle cuts through the deathly silence in an invitation to madness.
You look beautiful, Dead. Don't underestimate me.
Battle 1. Fight.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Battle 2. Fight.
You want more? Show me death. Did you like it?
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized.
Did you like it?
Battle
I did invite dog,
fight.
but I mean, I have to fight these other two before I get to them.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Isn't being beautiful?
Okay, I don't know about that line for GA, but maybe I have the wrong personality set for her.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Soul of Tira.
Just too Mina wants to fight.
The cacophony of battle cuts through the deathly silence in an invitation to madness.
Don't underestimate me.
Battle 1. Fight!
God damn it. Damn it, Trump.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle 2. Fight!
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Battle
Yeah,
3.
I'm gonna keep making more customs too, so.
Brace yourself. This'll hurt. Beautiful.
Maybe I should stream at this time more often if there are gonna be more people available. Usually, with the late night ones, it's only Dog and Hex that can show up.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
It's not easy being beautiful.
Your Mets line is weird. I mean, it kind of. Mina probably thinks she's hot.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Well, is Webcake even in the fandom anymore? Technically? Like, I don't know. I don't really pay as much attention to the fandom VAs.
Soul of Raphael.
Challenge.
Come on, Dog. Who do you got?
Are you ready?
Oh. Oh, is that... Okay, so this is an interesting Ruby match. I would have given him Mitsurugi style, not Siegfried's.
The winds fan the flames of the warriors' fighting spirits.
You will die.
You don't want to kill
Trust me,
Weiss.
you won't be disappointed.
Battle 1. Fight!
Poor Weiss. Yeah.
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Battle 2. Fight!
Well, not looking good for Weiss here.
Battle 3. Fight!
I'll end this. My specialty.
Take this. You in hell.
This is it. Yes, got it. I'll end this. Take this. My specialty.
Oh, Weiss at least got one. One in.
Battle 4. Fight!
This is it. Got it.
Wow, is it comeback time?
Final battle. Fight!
This is it. Now you'll stay down.
You in hell. Watch.
Wonderful.
It's over. Ready?
Again? Damn it. Oh, missed it. Crap. Well, that was close. I almost mounted a comeback there.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Got me. Can't wait for more Valkyria Chronicles 4, even though it's mostly boring to watch. Well, that's an interesting comment, but there will definitely be more soon. I can see why. Well, I mean, she is wearing a skirt. Well, you guys can have a match, I guess, if you want, or if someone wants to pass. Okay. I guess I'll face Dog one more time, and that'll be the one I end on. Last match.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
And it gives me a chance to use my last custom character I haven't used yet.
Soul of
Marcy.
Astaroth.
To take you on.
Thoughts on Pink Guy? Pink Guy was really weird. Pink Guy was very strange. Yes, I've made both Momo and Cinder. Again, if you came to the stream late, go to the very beginning and I show off all my custom characters. Yes, I pieced that much together. Oh. Is that what we have here? Yes. Okay.
A merchant ship replete with riches attracts more chaos than customers.
You look nice and tough.
Beautiful.
Battle 1. Fight!
Give it up.
Not like the Pink Guy now.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seen.
These noises. They're pretty great.
Battle 2. Fight!
Come on, Marcy, you can do it.
stand. Fight to your last breath.
Battle 3. Fight!
Prepare to die.
I just got completely owned by this guy here. And that's gotta be the last match, because it is 2:30. It's fixing to be. But this was a fun stream. Fun 3.5 hour stream. It's actually cool streaming in the morning. I might have to do that more often, especially if it's going to attract more people who can actually play the game with me. Yes, I noticed the banana. It's hard to miss that. That's rather hard to overlook. Oh, and I inspired Raven to make some more customs. Good. I'll definitely make some more before the next stream. No, tonight I gotta record anime, so, or it's probably not gonna be. I'm probably not gonna do anything tonight. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna record anime. But yeah, this was the stream to make up for not having a stream last night. And it was fun. So thanks for everyone who stopped by. Thanks for everyone who watched me play Libra of Soul, and then especially to you three who fought me here on the network mode. It was pretty cool. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the stream. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.